You're getting water while I'm going live, but it's sure. It's fine.
Right.
We're live! We sorted out some technical difficulties, as per usual. First race is in 21 minutes. Welcome to a lovely first or second day in Philadelphia. Apparently the weather's good over there. I wouldn't know. It's 6 a.m. in New Zealand. Actually, it's 7 a.m. That's how little I know. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Anyone in the chat yet? Or are we still waiting for the races to start?
We live. Sounds like we're live.
Yep. Oh, welcome back, Adam.
Thank you. Right. We're gonna need to still have hopes and prayers for my Wi-Fi because it's hanging on a thread even now. Um.
Appreciate the first chatter. Not going to read that out.
What do they say?
It's best if you don't know.
Oh,
It's best if you don't.
magic.
Do you have
Uh,
the
that is exactly how we start a stream.
yeah. And guys, I've got some I got a new microphone. I also played with Adam's levels a bit because when he joined he was really loud. So just let me know if the volume's all right. If I start screeching or something goes wrong, also tell me.
He's also got a microphone arm because he's a professional YouTuber now.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
that's the levels we're at.
That's right. Pulled some money
I'm here in my
together.
charity shop, Blue Snowball.
I still got a Blue Yeti though. Like, it's nothing expensive on the mic arm.
I need to figure out how to get a mic on, to be honest, because especially now I'm trying to do more like in real life videos. It's hard to kind of balance that. I gotta get like a little studio going in my room.
Yeah. I get you. I get you. It's actually funny. I walked into the store and just bought the cheapest one. You know how it is out here.
Of course.
I actually
What race are you most excited for? Is that even a question? I think
no,
I don't even know
no.
if I need to answer that one
You're
personally.
not allowed to answer that. You're not allowed to answer that with the men's 15. What's your second most excited race you're
Uh,
excited for?
well, I mean, it's going to be a distance one, isn't it? Like, you know, okay, in terms of racecraft, I'm interested to see how the women's 800 is going to go. In terms of just like everything in general, yeah, it is the 15, of course. But in terms of, I really want to see the men's long distance just to see if they're gonna fuck around with like, um, 9-minute 3Ks again.
Ah, yeah. That is true.
This is like, I mean, I would be angry if it happened, but I'd also be laughing my ass off because yeah. But of course, the 15 is Marco Arab's gonna win it, 100%.
How did you? I said you're not allowed to mention the 15. You still spin it back to the 15. You're incredible. Your dedication,
You know,
unmatched.
mate, exactly. I'm a super fan through and through.
Actually, the men's 3000 is interesting because it's the only race where we haven't seen the races on the track. So that is, and then there's some fun people, ex NCAA athletes like Graham Blacks, Nico Young. It's gonna be
Oh
Cedar
yeah,
Cook.
Nico
Yeah,
Young, yeah.
I wanna see them push the pace. I don't think Graham Blanks is a guy to just sit in a slow race or a tactical race. So it's gonna be cool. Also Nico Young,
There's
that
quite
guy
a lot
run
of
hard.
strength runners in there
Yeah. Now this will be different. I got a feeling. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be different. And
this time, yeah.
in terms of my favorite races, let me take a look. Let me really have a think. I don't know if I'm excited for the men's
I
100
think
because Kenny Benerick might just win by 5 meters again. That's not too exciting. Maybe the women's
uh,
short sprints actually, because
Isaiah
after
firing us up.
after Melissa Jefferson yesterday ran 21.99, and when it happened, I didn't think too much on it. But on that bend, and she's not a 200 runner, and she ran what was it? She ran 10.75 last time with the wind aided. She might be like actually just on fire and like put out something incredible. I'm really excited to see her hit the track.
Do you, do you not think do you think Gabby's going to come back stronger, like because she's pissed off now that she lost the signature event, or you think this is a sign that she's like washed, at least for
Uh,
this event?
if this was 200 rounds, maybe, but since it's 100, nah, man. I think we're seeing Gabby
Mm,
finish all right. Hopefully, I don't know. I want to see a fast race. I want to see Gabby run fast, but 100's not her jazz.
Yeah, fair enough. She came fourth, I believe it was, in Kingston, not Kingston, Miami, wasn't it?
Yeah, still she ran sub
Was it
11 though
third?
because of the wind, which is crazy work.
Oh yeah, I think the track as well was just mental because even with the legal stuff, the hurdlers did great. Everything was good.
Yeah, yeah. No, Miami's. I mean, Miami's known for fast times. People call it a fraudulent track. I'm not going to name any names, and I mean, I almost believe it a little bit.
But I think we're going to see a world record in the 100 meters actually because Kenny ran 30 meters a second on the 200, so he's obviously got the speed.
Hey, did you notice? Actually, Zarnell Hughes, I think, hit the highest top end speed with 14 meters per second.
Oh, flying!
So he
No,
ran
I
he
mean
ran
he did get that
20.5.
1955, wasn't it?
Yeah, 1955, and then he runs 20.5 and runs at 14 meters per second.
That's what was the NCAA guy? Jordan, what was his surname?
Jordan Anthony.
Jordan Anthony. Yeah, yeah, that started 200 race. That's how he ran it.
Yeah. Oh man, that race is sick. I'm actually keen to make a video on
Flux coming back from a nasty migraine. I hope it continues to stay away.
it. With Jumpman and Adam Pro commentary. Oh, with glazing like that. Hope the migraine never comes back.
This is the pole vault. Never mind.
Kenny gonna give us a 8.900 meters. No. He's gonna hit a new world record in top end speed, but run a 10 flat. That's how we do it
20
here.
meters a second. Yeah, exactly. Um, Let me see if I can get this PDF not on Microsoft Edge because who uses Microsoft Edge?
Ugh.
I know.
Just exposed yourself.
Okay, good. I don't use Microsoft Edge, trust me.
Just seen that 975 from Anthony. Oh, there's always thoughts on that. He's an animal. He's a beast. I don't know. He hasn't run anything but 9.9s
Nah, he's
besides
overrated,
it.
bro. He's mid.
I mean, there's definitely negatives and pros to take from it, but nah, I want to see another race, but yeah, nah, it looked absolutely crazy, like almost unbelievable, so fast.
Cross country practice starting tomorrow. I swear we're in the track scene. Or are you in Australia even? Actually, that might be it, Jacob.
I thought the cross country season would have
Is that how
started
it
a
works,
while
Gemma?
ago. No, it
Huh.
should cross country should have been a month or two ago. Next Usain Bolt. First event starts at 7:41 my time, so I assume it's like something 30 for you guys. So 41 on that minute.
41. Okay, yeah, still got a bit of time. Still got a bit of time.
Yeah.
So
Got
far, the Wi-Fi is looking stable.
It's looking
Already
good.
better.
In the description I put the timestamps of the last video for all the races, and that's a heads up. If you ever want to watch the replay, I timestamp everything so you can just look at the races. You don't have to bother with me and Adam waffling in the background. But
You know what I'll do? I'll clip the races for you so you can upload it immediately as a separate video.
come on, Adam. We're all friends here. We're all friends here. We're all in the same. I guess you could call it profession, the same hobby.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think I'm insinuating here? I just
Of course. I have a question. Do you like McDonald's?
me personally, I'm not political reasons I avoid McDonald's, but it tastes alright.
All right, away from the inside jokes. I kung fu my Kenny, so I benericked. Oh,
Well,
dude.
do you think?
Next
I think
next
I'm
year of
still remembering the
track and
last
field
comment we
fans.
got.
Yeah.
See, yeah, that last comment, which is like, is it a legitimate strategy to have like fumes in the long distance running?
Oh yeah, to just stink real bad to like put everyone off. See, the thing is, when you're moving that fast and you're actually running, would you even smell it? Plus, everyone's mouth breathing when they run a 15 or more, right? So like,
Yeah, so you taste it then.
you taste it. That is foul work.
He.
Wait, starting
Oh,
cross country in
actually.
Texas at this point. What the heck? This is track season. All right. You know what? We got 10 minutes before the next race. They're not lining up or anything. But you want to talk a little bit about the 400-meter flat, or it's the long hurdles 400-meter flat.
Well, I feel like this is just a DeSantos easy dubs, isn't it? First in both slams and for the flat 400 as well, I believe. So
Yeah, he's won. He's won everything.
yeah,
He's won
who
everything.
gets the first pick?
They do. So, for the new chatters out here, it's Jumpman and Adam versus chat. We vote. We do a poll. You get first pick this time. We'll get first pick next time. And yeah, and then we add up the points and see who wins at the end.
Yeah,
We're 5-3 down, as you can see. There's a little graphic. Beautifully done. No problem.
yeah, very well done to whoever did that.
Yeah, so I mean, oh, it is a bit rough. It is a bit rough because Dos Santos has won everything. But unlike the hurdles, he can be beat in the 400. He doesn't have the fastest PB. That goes to Chris Robinson, and it's quite a
Mm.
it's quite a big difference. Zero point 0.4 of a second.
Mm.
Chris Robinson has a PB of
Am I right?
44.15. Dos Santos has a PB of 44.53. Even though Robinson is yet to beat him.
Second in both.
Did he come second in both last time?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
According to my own knowledge and not this sheet here that
Yeah, looks
has
like he
been
did.
provided.
Well, so Caleb Dean has finished in the top three in basically every race. He did it in Kingston and Miami. He didn't finish top three yesterday. He's a good 400 runner too.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean for chat, it's a pretty easy pick. 75% on Dos Santos. 115 votes, 75%. Damn. I mean, obviously, I think we're going to have to go with Robinson. There's some other notable names in here. Trevor Bassett. I mean, he did really well yesterday in the four hurdles. So, I mean, we'll see what he does in the flat. He's got an indoor PB of 45.05. So that should translate to like a mid to low 44 outdoors. But
Mm.
you got to see it happen first. You can speculate and all that, but you got to see it.
Apparently, Asher Snow is at Franklin Field right now. I've been hearing, to be fair, like the crowd is legitimately quite good, even though obviously there's a bit of magic when it comes to packing everyone in like the right stands to make it look busy. Like online, the testimonials seem pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine it's only going to get better and better because the format's getting better every time. Also, Sticky Skinny brought up the NASA DQ. Was it him who did it? Or am I
Yeah,
giving it
I
to the
don't know
wrong
how I
person?
see that live.
Well, we just have poor focus. We're focusing on a lot of different things while we watch. But did she impede anyone? Did you watch the replay or anything?
I watched the replay. She didn't. She wasn't actually impeding anyone, but she was like just straight up in the wrong lane. Like I think she got confused because of the way it transitioned on the Franklin track. Like it is a little bit trippy. She
Okay.
was like right on the edge of the bend, and then she kind of just doesn't transition properly, and she ends up like squarely in the other lane. It kind of it looks quite funny to be honest, but she's like 5 meters ahead of the other person, so there wasn't actually any impeding.
Did she see the thing is? Did she cut in early, like during the curve a little bit, so it made her race shorter? Is that why they DQ'd her?
Maybe I mean like it is a DQ because even if she wasn't impeding like per se, she was just straight up in the wrong lane. But I
Okay.
don't think she really did cuts early. I think she just transitioned a bit, just yeah, wrong.
Okay. That is a real shame because now who can really challenge Paulino?
Yeah,
Like
no one
they
obviously.
kind of they
Um,
kind of demolished yesterday. It was literally like a them two race. So honestly no, but she ran 100 meters in the wrong lane, which was wild to watch. I truly missed that. You know what? Actually, I do remember the camera angle changing in the last 50 to that like close up angle. You don't really see the lanes. So yeah, because
yeah, so
I fully
from the
missed
replay I
it.
was seeing, yeah, the last 20 meters it's like really obvious because they zoom out, but when they're doing that kind of following shot, like sort of looking up at the athletes, that's where it's a little bit hard to tell unless you're paying proper attention. And they didn't
Yeah.
call it on the broadcast.
Calling me out for not paying proper attention.
Nah, neither did I, mate. 41 was when the first event starts, yeah?
Yep. So we got a solid 6 minutes. 6 minutes to chill out. Hell yeah.
Glorious. Glorious. Ah, I'm so happy. I've still got full green bars.
Some working internet. That's what makes a man happy in the UK. Third world internet. Maybe
Yeah,
fourth world really. It's pretty bad down there.
I genuinely it must be Scotland because like I'm not even in some farm in the middle of the UK. Like I'm in like a city, you know?
How big's the city you're from?
Like a few 100,000 people. I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's like 600,000, um, something like that.
Let's see. I'll type it in. Yeah, no, that's really funny. Your city's absolutely massive compared to mine. I'm in the middle of the I'm in the middle of nowhere, New Zealand, and I'm getting
Palmerston North, baby. Yeah,
getting some beautiful internet. Oh, it just doxed me, mate.
yeah, I've exposed you. All right, I'm my current location is Glasgow, but I'm moving tomorrow.
Oh wait, wait moving tomorrow? You're not kidding?
Yeah, yeah, you know, gotta keep on the move, make sure that people don't know where I am.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Take the piss. Take the piss. Ah,
Free Barcelona.
settle down. It'll be all right.
Let's see. So we got the women's long hurdles next, yeah, where that'll be an interesting one. So starting off with the hurdles.
Yep.
Into
No, it's good. They start off with the four hurdles. They start off with the. I mean, again, we talked about the format, right? It's lovely now. 400, 400, 400, 400. Oh my goodness.
I
Yeah,
do think that has been their best the best change they've made with Philly. I mean, the crowd is, you know, a good thing optically, but in terms of the general format, the amount of time they condensed yesterday was really good, I think.
yeah. Oh, and the best part today, day two is just everyone being crowned champions. We're gonna see all the money. We're gonna see all the reactions
Yeah.
back to back. Nah, day two is gonna be awesome. Oh, and introducing the races. Let's go.
Mate, I'm on 2 bars now the instant that's happened. Oh god.
Hey, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. All right. I mean, chat has clearly got Dos Santos for this. I mean, do you have a say in who we want to pick? Do you have any thoughts, opinions?
As a expert in the men's long hurdles, I think Chris Robinson seems like the most logical pick here, and I think DeSantos is utterly washed.
I really, after Dos Santos is now 5 wins deep. He's won every single race he's been here. Well, firstly, I want Carsten Vorholm or Ry Benjamin to shop. But also, I want Chris Robinson.
Mm.
Come on, man. You're the guy. You're the guy. 44.15 out I think that was in Florida, like only a month ago or so. I wanted to see it. I want to see it done on a track here. But also, I don't think the times are going to be particularly good, especially for the 400, 800s, anything that requires running around the curve.
Yeah, I mean, I think the track just isn't very fast, basically. You
Yeah,
even saw like that was actually I see Arops 800 that because I've got to bring it back to the middle distance, but that was a 143 low negative split. Didn't really seem to be going all out, and despite that on the track, he was going like he still got a really good time.
that's true, actually. That is wicked fast on the track. I didn't even think about that on the tighter curve. Although, does the tighter curve matter as much when you're not moving as fast? Because it's like when you're sprinting, you're fighting a lot of outside pull if you're running a tight curve, while in running, you're
Yeah,
cruising a little bit more.
I'm sure it has less of an effect in the sprints, but it still has an effect. I mean, indoor times are very different with the 800. Like the fastest all time isn't, yeah, Hoey's got the second fastest 800 of all time. That's like a 143 mid. So gives you an idea roughly. Obviously, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's still
Plus,
crazy to go
Arab's a big
143
guy,
hours.
so he's going to be affected by that.
Yeah. How tall is he?
He's like 6'4", 6'5". Like he's a
Wait,
unit.
wait, he's actually that big? I thought you were gonna say he's like 6'2", 6'3". I thought the distance runners were just short.
Mate, he's
Oh my goodness.
1 meter 93.
Oh god,
Six
he is
foot
big.
four. I'm telling you, this guy is a flipping unit.
That's crazy, man. Really don't see any distance runners that big. Is that a like a?
Mate, I, I think he is a bit of an anomaly because he's also jacked. Not to like sound gay here, but like flipping hell, man. He's built like a sprinter.
He is a little bit, but also is he jacked or is his frame just like that? You know, because he's not like too actually jacked, but he's very like
Well, he's not. He's
he's
shredded. That's what it is.
yeah. Yeah, you know what? That's funny because of the. Wait, are they getting the blocks? Oh, we're getting the shot. We're getting the shot. All right. I mean, to
Get
be
the
fair,
drone shot through the stadium.
the George.
Yeah.
All right, I'll turn this up a little. Let's see. So we've got Dos Santos in
Yeah.
lane
No.
7. We got Chris Robinson in lane 8. Those are the men to watch. In lane 5 is Dean, and Trevor Bassett is in lane 4. I'd say those are our kind of 4 lanes to watch here.
Which one's Chris Robinson? Sorry.
Chris Robinson is on the
Tell me
very
the
far
lanes.
outside at 8. So Chris Robinson is 8. Ellison Dos Santos is 7. Caleb Dean is
Santos is
5.
then.
Trevor Bassett is 4. All right, let's
And they're
see.
off.
Oh, there's Dean. Yep, there's Dean already overtaking Dukos in lane 6. Always such a strong start.
Hmm. But the thing that I love about the 400 is the fact that it can change so much in the last 100 meters.
Oh,
We saw
yeah.
that actually in the men's long sprints.
You see that in every 400 meter sprint where everyone's dying. Oh, Dos Santos is making up huge ground on Robinson
Peter
here.
Santos. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the four picks at the front though. Look at this. Bassett's making a good move. Robinson's fighting hard. I don't think Dos
It's
Santos
still
is going to have this
close.
easy.
Is he coming back?
It's Robinson and
Robinson
Bassett.
ahead?
No, it's Bassett
Ah,
and Robinson and then Dos Santos. No way.
ah.
45.50. That's how
I'll take
tough the
it.
track is. Wait, Bassett steals the whole thing because Dos Santos couldn't finish in
Yeah,
second
Bassett-
because Bassett came second yesterday.
Oh,
That's
oh
it.
wow.
That's an underdog. He's taken the slam. Bassett's a challenger too. That's wow.
Big
So,
upset.
someone commented proud to be part of the 3%. 3% voted for Bassett.
Gotta respect it.
Yeah, and he had
They
the
knew.
inside lane too, man. Like that is tough. 45.5 on this track, inside lane, and he beats Dos Santos and Robinson, who have severely better PBs than him. That was wicked work.
Fair play to him, man. But that's what you like, you know? It's the upsets. We all thought it was going to be a DeSantis victory, and then that comes out.
Yeah, dude, that's racing. That's actually racing. That's wild though, man. Dos Santos losing the whole slam. I didn't see that coming. I think Aaron Brown just lost his parlay.
So Bassett came second in the hurdles.
Yep, Bassett came second in the hurdles. He fought for that too. Yeah, I think he was on an inside lane as well. So he just won this whole thing from like inside lanes.
He was, no? He was on the inside lane, I think.
That is, man. Dos Santos hyped down the drain. To be fair, out of the big 3, you know, Rye, Benjamin, Carson Vorholm, Ellison Dos Santos, he's often the one that's caught on the tail end of that big 3.
You were saying in Kingston I think we picked against DeSantos for the first one because you were saying he's not always the most consistent. And then, yeah, and of the big 3, you were kind of implying he's the bronze of 3.
Yeah, pretty much. He's one of all champs, but I think literally looking at all the matchups, it's like 50-50 between Rye and Karsten. And then Dos Santos had won once.
Still, though, he's not running a flat 400 at the World Champs, so I think he'll take 50k.
Yeah. Someone mentioned Bassett won bronze in Eugene. Yeah. World medalist. He snuck on there.
you think any of the fastest men sprinters will ever compete in GST? I hope so, man.
Hundred
Because I'm
percent.
pretty sure Kenny kind of because he dropped a I mean I say it dropped the challenge, but he was saying no allows every night and like come to Grand Slam, the challenge is there. It's your choice to take it up.
And also the fact that he's probably the he's going to walk away being the best paid sprinter this year. Even if he doesn't win
Oh
the world
yeah.
champs, he's yeah. Especially if he wins LA as well, like 400k, man.
I really hope they because LA is obviously their last slam for the whole year, so I hope they go out with a bang and get the best field yet that they've got.
So I
Get
think
out in GSC next year.
so. Someone asking about what the next event is in the description. I've got all the events listed in order. So next is the women's 400 meters, but it's the long hurdle cohort. So just if you guys want to know what's happening. 400k before Diamond League for Kenny as well. Yeah, and Kenny will grab wins on the Diamond League, and he might even win the Diamond League final. Not everyone shows up to that.
You know what's obscene is that you need to win 10 Diamond Leagues to get the same amount of prize money for winning one Grand Slam. Like, that's obscene. Like, you've got the Diamond Plus disciplines, I think, in the next four ones. It's like Rome, Stockholm, Oslo, and one other, which is double prize money. But, like, even then, man, like, you think about how much Simbine has been destroying everyone, being consistent, and he's taken home, like, a fifth of what Kenny did in one meet.
Yeah, which also just begs the question: why aren't those people running in GST? To be fair,
I mean, I suppose they just haven't been contacted or they don't care.
all right. Let's talk a little bit about the women's 400 hurdles. They're running the 400 flat today. We saw Anna Cockrell take it out yesterday, pretty convincingly well
Um,
as well by like zero point 0.6 of a second over Jasmine Jones.
yes.
Oh,
Although her personal best is by far the slowest, or no, that's one of the slow ones actually.
I
The
think that's
flat
just
400.
from not running. To be fair,
She hasn't
like
won it.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mm.
let's see. How did Muhammad do in the last couple slams? God, I can't remember the 400 results from some of the other slams. Jones. So Knight ran well in Kingston. She ran well in Miami. All right, I'll put Knight in here. She's a good 400. She's a good 400 runner. And Knight's got the outside lane. So actually, they've just kind of pumped the outside lane full of fast people. Shamir Little has an insane power. But is she running today? Because I saw. Is Shamir Little on the field today? Lane 6.
Um, let's see. She on lane 6, were you saying?
She should be lane 6, but I don't know if that's her because we're not getting close ups. All right, I'm going to put her in there because she has got an absolutely absurd power. She's run below 50 seconds.
What are the paid meeting records? I'm just seeing Ian Lane has talked about the paid meeting records. I think they did a 5K bonus in Doha if you got a meeting record. Um, but I don't know. I thought that was just the Doha Diamond League. I didn't know if that applied to the others. And also, like, I mean, I'm not going to say no to an extra 5K for the athletes, but like, it's not a huge amount for breaking a record.
I've actually kind of butchered this vote too because we're supposed to be first pick this time. But I've gave them
Yeah.
Cockrell. So do we just take Cockrell and they get the second pick? Do we want to take Cockrell? She won yesterday convincingly.
I suppose we should, eh?
All right, too bad. We're taking Cockrell. You guys get
Max
your second
Humphreys as
vote.
well.
Apologies, I've messed up this poll. Yeah, Max Humphreys. Did you see Anna Hall's heptathlon? Insane 800 run. I didn't see her entire heptathlon, but my girlfriend has been watching and following it a lot because she loves the heptathlon, which is something I don't follow too much. I saw her high jump. She jumped 195 in the high jump. We're seeing a lot of women struggle to get really high in the high jump in general, actually. And she's done it off of, I think she's had like 3 knee surgeries. Wait, and she ran a 201?
195.
She ran a 201 in the
She ran
800
201, second fastest ever. Yeah, second fastest ever, I think, heptathlon.
and a 195 in the high. God, Dang. Right, hold on. We got to focus on this race.
Yeah, I mean,
Anna Hall's been insane though. She can bloody do it all. Apparently. All right. So just talking the lanes. You guys have got Little. So Little is in lane 6. Adriana Knight is in lane 8. And Cockrell is in lane 3, which is well inside. So there's Cockrell making up ground right now. She's
I think that's
she's already
partly
eaten up lane
because
4.
whoever she's chasing down is falling back.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think she's actually massively ahead.
Yeah, no, Muhammad's stuck really close to her.
Apparently Cocker was second, trading first places right now.
I'm so meaning the pole. So they chose Little. So that's lane 6. So Little's in the red. Lena Nielsen.
She,
Yo, this is crazy.
yeah,
And
and
Little's
Cocker very far back.
Little's in the
Nielsen's
middle.
gonna
Little's
take
in
it.
second. And Nielsen takes it. My God.
Nielsen takes it. Damn.
Bro, I butchered these votes. So they've said Jasmine Jones wins the slam as well. Man, that was, without McLaughlin, that was a scuffed field. You could not tell who was doing what. My goodness.
Holy turtle.
Holy turtle.
So Sydney's run 400 hurdles faster than the 400 these guys ran.
To be
She's
fair,
run significantly. She ran a second faster. That is, oh dear, 2 seconds almost.
look at some of their hurdle PBs. Some of these people have run faster in the hurdles themselves. Cockrell ran a 53. She ran a second or maybe a second and a half faster than that last year at the Olympics over hurdles.
That is that's comical. I suppose the jumping just pushes them forward a bit, gets the momentum going.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think it is really like day one. You run a really hard event, and day two, well, they went all out yesterday, obviously, and then the second day, it's not like rounds where they've saved a little bit. Their legs are cooked. I could only imagine.
Yeah.
People talking about Lena Nielsen. Lena Nielsen, she's run 400-meter relays for Great Britain. I watch her YouTube channel a little bit. If you don't know, she does vlogs, which is really funny. She does training vlogs with her twin. And yeah, I know they run 400s, and I know they're both pretty quick, but bro, yesterday she wasn't looking fantastic. She's in lane 1 on this track, and there's a lot of these girls are quick. I didn't see it coming. I slept on her. I gotta be honest. I didn't see it coming. Yeah, because the 4 hurdles is her event. She came 6th yesterday.
Right, I'm going to try and switch the VLC thing, by the way.
Oh, is it
just for volume reasons?
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean, man, good on Lena Nielsen. That's awesome. Now we have to get both sisters running, and someone don't correct me and say she is running, and I just look like an idiot.
Next one is the women's 800. Mary Mora.
All right, I'll get the
Mora.
I'll get the vote up for that real quick. So, man, no points for anyone. No points for anyone.
Yeah.
So, twin sister Levi is running.
Guys, can you please not vote Mary Mora?
Okay, so the sister is running. Hey, good on them. They're
Mora.
gonna get their bag out here. And also, Jasmine Jones won the slam. I don't know if I mentioned that. She came second in both.
She came second in the 400.
Yeah, that's solid.
Second in both, so she didn't actually win one.
No. So
yeah, interesting.
All right, so let's get a poll going. So they get first pick.
You know what? I think Addie Wiley, well, to be honest, she looked pretty horrible in the 15, but she has looked good in the last 2 800s she's run. So, I mean, she got, 157.55 in Rabat, 158, I believe it was, in Shanghai. So, she's in good form for the 800. I just hope that her poor 15 is an indicator that she's not adapted for that right now.
Yeah. But man, this is actually really tough. Who do we put on the
What's
poll
the
here?
poll
Because now
saying?
it's who should we put on it? Because
Bro,
like a lot of the people yesterday who ran well were the 1500 girls, and it's not like they're gonna do. It's tough for them to do just as well in the eight.
well, we've got to put more on the poll. True. I think we should put Hiltz, Mora, and Wiley on the poll. Those are good three solid starters.
What about Walteji? She won
Um,
yesterday.
well, Teji's a solid option, and she's also got one of the faster PBs. Hunter Bell as well. She's also 156, so definitely don't sleep on her. Would people want Hunter Bell or Teji?
Should we?
Seeing a couple Tejis just
Okay, listen. I'm gonna take Mora off the poll, even though she is the 800 specialist. She basically
everyone's talking about Mora.
Okay, we gotta leave Mora. Okay, we gotta leave Mora.
Everyone, you've got to put Mora on the poll.
All right, we gotta
Right,
put.
should I say we put Teji, Wiley, um, and maybe Hiltz, because Hiltz just seems to be doing quite well right now.
Okay. Damn, that leaves off Hull. Didn't she break like a 1K world record or something? That's leaving off Hunter Bell.
Eh,
Akins
I mean,
near Akins
Hull's
is a
PB is
800 is a full on 800 like focused.
I don't know. I mean, Hull hasn't done fantastic in her last 800s, and you know, I'm not seeing a lot of hype for Hunter Bell here. So
Okay. I'll trust you. I'll trust you.
I think Mora's gonna be a pretty.
My okay. I'm seeing chat's vision, right? Mora jogged yesterday. She's got legs.
Hey, she was like, nah, you guys go ahead. I'll save myself with the 800.
Oh,
Very few people going with Wiley, which is very interesting actually. Am I
okay.
just an idiot for trying to pick Wiley? She's on 1%.
1%. Maybe you know what? To be fair, I've heard a lot of these. I've heard a lot of these athletes. Wiley isn't one that jumps out at me.
I mean, the reason I pick Wiley is because she's an 800 specialist, and also she like her last two 800 she has done well at and improved on her previous performances. Um, Although obviously she didn't look great in the last yesterday, but I'm hoping that was just because her 1500 wasn't very good and she's not adapted to that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to take the bet? Do you want to pick Wiley?
Should we do it?
I
Let's
mean,
pick Wiley.
but you're the distance man. I give you the distance priority.
And the distance guy. Yeah, I think we'll go with Wiley. We'll go with the 7% because I don't see Hiltz winning. Well, Teji is possible. Did Teji get the double when she did it? She came second in Kingston, fourth on the wheel.
Yeah. See, Heltz did win in Kingston.
Jess Holes.
Jess Hull did well in Kingston. Yeah.
Hiltz did win in Kingston. Yeah, you're right. Actually, Hiltz has done well. Fuck's sake, man! Why is this difficult? I feel like an idiot going for Wiley because no one seems to be backing her.
Yeah. I don't know because Heltz has really surprised me in the 800s especially, but
Yeah, well,
the Spirit of Pride month will take over Nikki Hiltz and they'll go 156.
same with the Goose as well. Actually,
All
all
right.
right, should we go going with Wiley?
All right.
Going with Wiley. You just have to do it.
Chat's got Mora. We're going with Wiley.
So, see Mora, I believe, in lane 7 there. Hiltz on Mora's outside.
Mora already playing with the pace.
Is that
You love to see it.
Mora is the most fun runner to watch, honestly. Oh god, is that?
Are you going to say that's Wiley in the back?
I was about to say for a second. I was like, oh no, who is that in the back? That's not Jess Hull in the back, is it?
Oh,
She's
no, that might be
the
just.
way.
It's a bit hard to tell from here. Let's get some close-ups to confirm.
Yeah, it is Jess Hull. It is
Yeah,
Jess
just
Hull.
Hull in the back.
I think she's just trying to stay at the back of the pack. She started off very slow intentionally. You would hope.
Yeah, so that's Wiley
Yeah,
in second
starting
hanging
off well.
on.
Mora leading from the front. Wiley's sitting there. Is Wiley going to make her move? You've got to be committal here. You see a lot of athletes sort of just sit. Yeah, exactly. That's what Wiley's got to do. Right. Well, Teji's stalking her.
Hiltz is sitting in fifth.
Now Wiley just got to keep
Hiltz is
position.
falling back a little bit after some impressive 800s.
Is that Mora making a move again? Now, Wiley cannot allow Mora to overtake her at this stage. She's doing all the hard work. She's got to keep her pole position. But Mora's making a charge down the back straight there. Wiley going to respond? Doesn't look like it.
Mora with the saved legs. I almost didn't put her on the pole.
Good. She's too good. Oh, is Wiley going to fade? Oh, let's see. So I'm getting a bit of lag personally.
Yeah,
Mora
man. Mora with the fade. Is this a tactic? Is this a sprint through on the inside?
This is a bait and switch. This is a bait and switch.
There's no way she does it. She's gassed, bro. Yeah, she's gone.
Yeah, Wiley's gone as well. No one gets any points. Is that Hannah Bell? Is she going to challenge Walteji for the double? Doesn't look like it. Although...
No, that's Walteji on the line. That's Hunter Bell unable to...
That's Walteji. That's Walteji.
158. Good racing. Good racing.
Should have picked Walteji. Damn.
Stop underestimating Walteji. Man, these
yeah.
The women's athletes can really do it all, except Mora, it seems. That's a bit dog, but...
What do you mean, except Mora?
She just can't run 15s.
She just let the others win.
Why can all
She just let the others win, okay? Don't disrespect Mary Mora.
Oh, man, no points for anyone again.
Imagine if we end the stream at 5-3. That would be amazing.
Reminder.
Really just showed up.
Is Max Humphreys mentioning 159 as the World Champs qualifier? I think if that's the case, the only thing is that this track is difficult to run any curves on. So they'll probably run a little faster on a traditional track. Yeah, and Walteji with the complete sweep here. Man.
I actually got 158.99. Fantastic. I feel a bit annoyed because I thought about Walteji for a second, but I was like, nah, you got to go. Wiley's looked good. But yeah, it seems she just committed too early.
Damn. Chat really gave it to us and we still walked away from it. We need to start clawing these back, bro. We need to start clawing this back. Someone asked, why is this track different? So we talked about it a little bit. If you watch the starts yesterday, they start the 400 behind the start line because it's a short track. So the curves are really, really tight. So yeah, anything where they're doing laps, where they're running 200s, you just lose a lot of speed on those curves. Man, so yeah, also we
almost got her as well.
I didn't even see it while we're racing, but Jessica Hull made a huge comeback from that massive deficit to third.
Yeah. I suppose her tactic must have been the Arab tactic, so to speak, where you just hang at the back, stay out of traffic, and then just move up whilst everyone's tiring.
To be fair, she came... what did she come yesterday? Hull came...
She came second yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
She led and then got kicked on by Walteji.
Oh, yeah, so she got the second most points. Hull actually played that really well. She's walking away with 50k this event.
That's not bad. Better than her last ones, I believe.
Mora collected an appearance fee. Hey, listen, come world champs. Come the big races. Mora is a championship competitor. She walks away with medals. So, I mean, that's my saving grace take on her anyway. Mora didn't have tired legs. I think convinced dang near the whole chat.
All right, men's short hurdles, 100 meters flat. What are you thinking?
All right. Let me pull this up. That's really tough. Actually. I should probably start up the poll. So yesterday, obviously, Brit won. So whose pick is it? They got the Mora pick. Oh, who do we pick? Pick, dude? Okay, so Tinch obviously ran well in Shanghai. He also ran well in, I think it was Kingston with a 1065 into wind. And he's not really a 100 guy, but he ran
So
really well there. I think looking at the
Jamal
times,
Britt though, second in Miami with a 10.2 PB.
oh man. But then, it was Cunningham who won it, and Cunningham's here today
Mm.
with a 10.17 as well.
Is Cunningham
Okay.
the move then? How did he do yesterday?
I think I got second. Is that right?
And how did
No, no, sorry. Cunningham got
we check how
third
Cunningham?
yesterday. Cunningham got third yesterday.
Hmm.
No, okay. You know what? We're going to go Cunningham, and I'll explain my thought process after I enter in these. I'll give the Tinch came third in the hurdles yesterday. He's also on some hot form. I'll give you guys Britt as well, obviously, since we're choosing Cunningham. Looking at 100 PBs, Simonelli is got an incredible PP, but it's not like he hasn't run the 100 flat here yet. And Roberts. Tinch mileage. Okay, so I've put on the poll. That's their picks. That's who they can go for. So we're going to go Trey Cunningham because Trey Cunningham's the shorter runner. So, you gotta think about he ran 10.17 last time in the 100. When it comes to the 100, they're not going over hurdles. They don't have to move their center of gravity as much going over the hurdles. So it's as simple as that. The shorter hurdlers are always going to be faster on the flat sprint. All right, I think Adam might have disconnected.
No, don't worry. I'm just being nonchalant.
Oh, you hit me with it.
Yeah, don't worry. Mark is saying that it's the opposite. The straights are short and the curves are long. They aren't tight. Curves are tight, and straights are long on a regular track. Yeah, we might. It's actually raising a good point there, I think, because the straights you can see are actually a bit longer, as in having to start further back for the 100.
Oh, so the straights are short and the curves are long. Oh, yeah, and they're running on the outside lane. Oh, man, Mark coming in clutch. Our small brains can't even comprehend what Mark's saying.
Exactly.
All right, so they're voting on Tinch. Man, you just saw Tinch lose to Britt yesterday over hurdles. What are you guys thinking? All right, I'm going to read some PBs as well. Jamal Britt has a PB of 10.2. This is to sway you guys, by the way. And Tinch has a PB of 10.65, albeit into a headwind. But that's just how crazy I think you guys are right now. Also, Simonelli has a PB of 10.25, so he's quick over the flat as well.
I don't think you're going to be convinced the viewers here.
Nah, you see David Sain's comment on our poor commentary.
Yeah, of course. Damn. Suppose you have to go to TRP's one then. Sorry, David.
Hey, you know what? To be fair, he's not wrong. We don't compete at a high level. This is a hobby. Do it for fun. That's how it is, brother. This is what you get. This is what you get for free. You want real analysis? Go pay.
You want to listen to Steve Cram, then go pay for Peacock.
Oh man, I would pay for Steve Cram. To be fair. All right, I'm gonna turn this up. Hopping in the blocks.
Yeah, if that happened, then they would also then it would come down to times.
All right, so you guys have got Tinch. So if you can't tell who's who, Tinch is in lane 2. I'll put Cunningham as lane 6. And Britt's in lane 3, who I think is someone we should keep an eye on, as he, depending on what place, he'll take the whole thing.
Empty lane next to him on his right. Tinch is in 2. Tinch actually got out pretty well, but not as good as Jamal Britt. Britt and Simonelli going well, and Trey Cunningham right in the middle.
Oh, yeah. There's Cunningham. Britt in second.
Trey Cunningham. Good stuff.
Yeah. 10. Wait.
Minus 1.9 meters per second wind, by the way.
A negative 1.9 and a 10.3. That is quick, man. And I'm gonna say it too. What's that? There's 2 white guys in the field. White guy world record incoming.
We need to stop this.
Nah, there you go. The Canadian pick. It's yeah. I mean, when Zoya won in the last one, those again, when the short guys have to run the hurdles, they have to move their center of gravity more, so they're actually jumping higher, which means they get less time on the ground. So you get them over 100 flat. They have to move faster on the flat to keep up with those taller hurdlers. I don't know if I've explained that well, but yeah, that's at least how I understand it.
There's a bit of an analysis for you.
That's right. I understand the most basic of the basic.
Hey man, more than me on the hurdles. Sorry, we've got the men's long distance followed by the 1500 soon enough, so I'll be able to waffle a bit about that.
Someone said Trey is not short. He is 6 feet. Is he not like 5'11"? Either way, regardless, yeah, he's not short, but he's short compared to the hurdlers. I think it's like the average height of hurdlers is 6'2" to 6'3". Maybe we're heading towards 6'4" now.
Trey Cunningham is just under 6'1", I believe. He's 185.
Okay.
Yeah, so 6'1" basically.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but the average height of hurdlers has to be really tall, because like the less you have to jump, and the more you can just like lift your legs over the hurdles, the better. That's why the women are so quick. Their hurdles are set probably a little bit too low for the event actually, so they can just hoon over it, and they're not really jumping or displacing themselves much over the hurdles.
To be fair, when watching Sydney doing her warm-ups, and obviously this is partly just because she's Sydney, but it just seems to be like not even a thing for her. She just hops over it. And
Yeah.
You don't feel like she's having to drive over the hurdle very much.
Yeah, tall woman things. Yeah, and someone said IMO, the men's are set too high. And that's kind of debatable. The men's hurdles being set this high does kind of lock out, anyone under 6 foot really from being too good. I know there's Zoya, but that's an outlier, right? I didn't know Omar McLeod was so short. My goodness. Women's hurdles are way too low, especially the 400 hurdles. Yeah. You don't have to be
You're
tall to
explaining the
hurdle.
hurdles wrong.
You think so? You explained the hurdles so wrong, bro.
You're getting cooked from the
Oh
hurdles.
yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not a hurdler by any means, but I mean they're basic observations, right? Like,
You're a high jumper.
hey,
Same thing.
I've
You just jump over a bigger hurdle.
hurdled in training. I've hurdled in training. I mean, I don't think you need
When's
to be
your
an
training
expert
stuff going to
to
come back?
my training stuff. Very soon actually. I did a sprint session yesterday. Actually, that's really funny. A little bit off topic, but I did a sprint session yesterday. I was just out at a field because I'm kind of getting back into it. I'm running sneakers, pampering my ankle, keeping it safe. But so I brought a soccer ball to kick around between reps, and some kids approached me. So I just spent the next 40 minutes, instead of sprinting, I played soccer with like a group of 6 kids.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that was my training today. 40 minutes of soccer, 3 reps of sprints. Who can complain? Damn right, Flucked. It was a solid workout. I would have been nearly as gassed if I just sprinted. Yeah, exactly. Got to start with conditioning.
Yeah, I see. I've been doing my first couple of races in spikes, and my calves still haven't recovered from a race I did on Saturday last week. Like, I don't know why they're so cooked, honestly.
Bro,
Still notice it on my runs. Like, they start tensing.
Yeah, when you're not used to running in spikes on the track, man, it hurts. I always know after my first, like when I get back into spikes around on the track, I get shin splints for like 3 weeks, and then slowly eases in. But
I was one of the kids, can confirm.
were you one of the kids that I injured?
You're going too thing, a bunch of 14-year-olds.
No, they were young kids, bro. They were like, I think it's funny. I was because I being the adult and absolutely amazing at football. I was teamed up with the 7-year-old, and then I had to verse 3 or 4 12-year-olds. They were switching in and out.
Um, what were my PRs at 15? Oh god. I think I actually wasn't washed at 15, but I didn't really. I don't know actually. I need to check that. Um, let's see, because I won my school sports day 800 at like 220 maybe. I think I was 15 then. Like I wasn't. I'm not that good, Like I don't get it twisted. And I think I ran an 18-minute 5K just before COVID lockdown hit, like the first one in 2020. So yeah, I think 1806 and we'll call it 220.
Oh, by the way,
All right, who have you got then?
yeah, next event for the 100 flat. So we took a point with the Trey Cunningham pick. Okay, we got to set up the poll here. So next is the 100 meters for the women's short hurdlers. So they're running the 100 flat. So obviously we saw Nugent took out the hurdles yesterday, and she has the fastest 100 PR. You got to put McLaughlin in because just popularity pick, popularity pick. Sydney,
Big McLaughlin, guys, pick her.
to be fair, looking at PRs, she's got the second fastest. It was a windy PR, to be fair, but so Jones ran well. I can't
Sydney
recall if
9.56.
I can't recall if Jones is good over the 100. She came second in Kingston, fourth here and then Megan Tapper ran really
She came
well
sixth, actually.
in Miami.
Tia Jones came sixth in Kingston and Miami for the 100, so I wouldn't expect it
In
to
the
go well.
100 flats. Oh yeah,
I
she
believe
no.
so.
Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, I was looking at backwards. All right, I won't put in Jones. Tapper's in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nugent came first in Miami, second in Kingston.
Williams won the 100. That's right. Okay, so these are your. Wait, I put in the word Miami instead of someone's name. Tapper. I want to put in Tapper. There we go. So you guys get first pick. We kind of need to discuss our picks. I mean,
I think people should pick Sydney. She's gonna win.
I'm not gonna lie. You guys are picking obviously. I think
Oh my god,
Nugent is
happening
pretty.
again.
Nugent is pretty clearly the obvious pick here. She's got the fastest PB. She won yesterday. She, clearly in form. She ran 12:44 yesterday into a headwind. Shut up, Adam, you idiot. Danielle Williams, she ran the 100 really well in Kingston. The Sydney pick.
To be fair, I think Nugent's gonna win. But is Sydney making a comeback? 48% for Nugent, 41 for McLaughlin.
Look at it. Just stop voting for Sydney, please. All right.
Sydney, she's gonna win.
Yeah, no, fair game for Sydney. No, this is awesome to see Sydney. I'm very excited. She ran her 11:07 was from like what? I don't even know what year. But 6-7 years ago maybe. So be interesting to see what she does. All right, you guys got Nugent. Nugent is in lane 5. We're going to go with Williams in lane 7.
And they get started. Well, Sydney's
Yeah,
up
that's,
there,
that's Nugent rolling. That's
Is she gonna come
McLaughlin.
second? Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Kira Nugent with the win, but McLaughlin second place. That's very good.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. Yeah,
11.1 yen as well.
11.1.
Neutral wind.
Oh, it was a
Neutral
neutral win
wind.
this time. Okay, I just remembered the headwind from last time, and I was like, did they just run into a
Right,
1.9?
-1.9, yeah.
Yeah, and run 11.1. All right, that's a point. That's a point for the chat.
Fair play to Sydney. Second place is pretty good. Like you have to, it's actually a real pick.
Yeah. Okay. Hold up. I need to go on a spiel here. Yesterday I called it. Did I not? I was like, Sydney's
You did
dropping
say she
down
should do better.
to the 100 hurdles and the 100 flat. She's going to do better in the 100 flat because she's not used to moving over the hurdles that fast. But she's a generational athlete. She's got incredible speed. She's going to be able to let loose here. So,
Someone says Sydney would run 11.2 apparently, and she did.
there you go. We got profits in the chat. Roywood said slow times. Honestly, neutral wind. No, that's not slow times. They're hurdlers. For Nugent, actually, that's really good. 11.11. Her PR is 11.09. I mean, Sydney's a 400 hurdler and she just ran 11.2. And you've got to ask yourself this. Can you run 11.2? Adam, can you run
You're just mad
11.2?
because she's faster than you.
Damn right.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, my bad. Sorry, bro.
Easy, I can run 11 too. Trust me.
Uh,
Next level speed. You know what? Maybe I can run 11.2 in a rolling 200.
Man, you think so? Oh, that would be. We got to
No,
get
no way.
together. We got to get together and try that one time.
We got to do it at some point. I actually haven't run an all out 200 in years, so PB is washed.
Yeah, I mean, but this Nuja one walking away with 100 grand. She's looking hot. But like every time those hurdle girls get together, the win, who wins changes up. But Sydney is looking absolutely impossible to beat. Like in the 400 hurdles,
Hmm.
11.2 speed. And she's a four hurdler, man. Bowl, it's always the discussion. FemK Bowl versus Sydney McLaughlin. Bowler's got her work cut out for her again, even though she opened with her fastest opener ever. I think it's still just going to be the Sydney show.
Right. Now we're on to the best event of the entire meet, the men's long distance. Yeah.
Oh, and we get pick.
Right. Surely Fisher's gonna not be an idiot. Surely he's gonna realize I am the strongest athlete here. I have a decent close. Let's just press from the beginning, outwork everyone. Surely that's what he's gonna do. He's run 7:22 indoors. I say we go with Fisher
Okay.
because
Okay.
it's his race to lose. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I can very much see him playing into the hands of the tactics. Like, okay, I think it is fairly likely, as I say, I was talking about this yesterday. He does what he did in the 5K, takes it out. Everyone sort of feels the race pace out a little bit for the first lap or two, and then Fisher kind of waits to see if anyone's going to take the lead. Okay, no one does. Let me start to press with about a mile out, and that way he can still play things kind of safe, but take advantage of his superior strength. But yeah, I think if he's feeling brave and if he backs his strength, which he should, then you just take it out from the beginning and basically just outwork everyone else because his personal best is significantly faster.
Okay, so we're taking Fisher. But who do you think should chat be
Let's
able to
go.
pick
I
here?
was waiting time run. I think you got to put Korsgren in because he won the last one.
Ah, yes.
Let's see. Just looking at some of the personal bests here. Edwin Kurgat has, I believe, the second fastest PB. There is Quemoy, but he's not a. I will never be the athlete that Quemoy has been, but he is a bit washed right now. So I don't see him being a solid pick.
That was the most respectful
Blanks, Young, and
washed
Korsgren.
I've ever heard you say.
Nico has a fast mile, does he? I mean, I remember seeing Nico Young in the Road to Records. He didn't look that good.
What,
But people seem to want Nico Young, so
yeah, well, what do you think about like these new challenges? Like the names that jump out at me are Nico Young and Graham Blank, straight out of the NCAA. They're racing like dogs. They're racing hard too. Like every race is fast. Maybe not professionally fast, but like they don't race easy.
And obviously they are strength based, but I don't know. I think the advantage of it being a two-leg race now is gone because they've axed the 5K. And I mean, Fisher is just a level above. Basically, he's one of, and some could argue, the best athlete in the world right now at this, sort of longer distances.
Wait, did someone say Grant Fisher?
I think for the poll, they should
DNS
put.
Is Grant Fisher starting?
Wait, no way, is he? Is he
Are
doing
they?
this?
Is Brandon Downs trolling us? No Fisher racing.
Let me check. He is DNS. He's listed as DNS on the website.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. We've actually got a. Oh dear. Fisher's gone.
Okay.
This
Okay, we got.
changes things. Oh god.
Who do you pick?
Right.
We got to pick. Do you choose Cosgren? I'm voting for Kai Robinson personally. He's Australian and he's been running really, really well this year. That's all I'm saying. But
You reckon Robinson? Let me double check a cheat sheet here. 7:30 at Melrose, to be fair. Oh. You are tempting me here. What was Corcoran's 1500 PB? Because I'm also trying to gauge an idea of how good picks. Let's see. Corcoran, he's listed as having a 740 3K PB here, which isn't super fast, but he has run 330.
Oh man, this is really tough.
You know what? On the spot a little bit here, but I feel like Kai Robinson. I'll take Kai Robinson. We need to put the poll in very quickly.
Yep. Okay. I'll put in the fifth as blanks just because I like blanks, and I think he's a popular figure. He's a popular figure in my
Nico
mind
Young
anyway.
as well, yeah.
Yeah. So Young. So those are your picks.
Yeah,
We get
yeah,
Kai
he
Robinson
is.
as we get first pick. The Young pick.
I believe Nico's going to win this.
Yeah.
The only thing with Nico Young is that, I mean, he's a 10K guy fundamentally. So I wonder how well he's going to run in the slightly shorter event. We'll see. And it's Pride Month for Nico.
Why do you? Is it really Nico or is it Nico? Like I've heard it as Nico. I've never seen Nico.
Mo Katir for the win.
All right, the young votes are coming out.
His Instagram is something to behold. It's Nico. Yeah, Nico. That's just me getting it wrong.
Yeah. Okay. That's how you know you're a fake fan, bro. Nico.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Who do I think I am?
I've been watching TRP for 10 years. I know who Nico Young is.
Yeah, Loki. I'm wondering if Nico Young might have been the pick here, but I guess we'll see.
All right, I'll turn this up a teeny bit.
I'll blame it on you.
Yeah. Nico only wins if he takes it
taking
a
the lead
hard.
right there.
You know what I'm gonna say? This is already looking
That's interesting.
slightly more
Cuomo hasn't
intense.
been- It's not going to be a good look for Fisher. I mean, even though obviously it's a completely different setup, given that there's only there's only one 3K now, there's no 5K involved. It's not going to be a good look for Fisher if this race ends up being quite fast. He's just not in it.
Well, what are they gonna do? Kick him out? He's a racer. He's there for good, bro. He's contracted. He's there to stir shit.
He is kind of carrying it. What's happened with? Oh yeah, Gabriel isn't involved as well. Damn. It's long distance taking a hit.
It's I always find these distance Grand Slam track races really fascinating to watch because the field's so small. Like how used to you watching like these small fields run? Usually, if you're watching a big race, it's a lot of people running on the track.
Yeah. And it becomes a little bit because if there's more people, you'd expect there to be. At least when you see it in the sort of amateur stuff, so like the World Champs, you see a bit more team tactics in the longer events. I think to a lesser extent the 3K, but you're obviously not going to get that with a smaller field as well.
Yeah. All right, you're the pace man. You should understand the pace. How are we looking, or is it a bit too early for you to tell?
I need to see the splits. It's not showing up here.
There we go. Lap time
So for
105.
reference,
Lap time
65.
105.
Yeah, it's still relatively slow.
Okay.
For reference, a 7:30 3K is 60 second a lap, so 1 minute. 7:30 is obviously a solid time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty slow. It's not. I don't think it's pedestrian. Trying to do the maths on the fly here. 5 seconds times 7.5. It's not that. I mean, I think we're still at like 8-minute 5K, 3K pace.
All right.
Interesting.
So Blank
I wish I
and
had
Young are
the.
sticking
I need
together.
to see if it,
That's Quemoy leading, right?
yeah, that's Quemo leading, but Quemo hasn't looked super good in the last two slams, and I do wonder if he's going to be able to maintain this lead. But at the same time, it is quite a slow race to begin with.
Yeah, but even then, the other races were slow, and it's not like he did particularly well. So, and that's interesting. If the races are slow and you're not doing well, why wouldn't you change it up? Everybody hating on Fisher, and they're at low 8 pace anyway. Yeah, man. It's so interesting. But I've shared my views on these slow races. They stir talk. All publicity is good publicity. I think it's funny when you get these tactical races that are run so unconventionally, and then they win big money. Because like at the end of the day, they're still the fastest guys on the track, really.
I don't know. I mean, I just don't like that that was the way distance is represented. Because, like, as in, I agree, it's funny that's like a one-off thing, but distant phenomenon, I think it just devalues the sport. You know, like distance running in particular. All right, see course screen moving up slightly. Yeah. Did you hear Steve Krabs comment there?
No, I missed it. What did he say?
I mean, it's very true what he said, but it's funny. And him say is that every distance runner thinks he can kick, but they can't. It's so true.
That is
Everyone thinks
so
they've got
true.
it.
That is literally Quemo at the front right now. He has proven he cannot kick for his life, and they're still sitting at this pace.
But the thing is, I mean, Quemo has a bit of a reason to think he can kick because he ran 3:28 in the back in his prime. But you know,
So they ran a 65. They're running some 70-second laps. What's the kind of the projected time with that?
65, I believe, were just under 8 minutes. It's like 8:50. Obviously, they're going to go a little bit faster, but this bunching here you're seeing is not a good sign in terms of a fast pace.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, the women's ran 8:43 yesterday, which also wasn't a particularly fast race for them. So I think
Yeah,
I can
I mean,
confidently
they
say
don't
they're
get
going to
under
run faster than the
8:43.
women. So we got that going for us.
That's a good. It's a good start.
The kick delusion is cope because front running
I think
hurts. What do you think about that statement?
You know, I mean, I think the kick delusion is cope just because everyone likes to think like in the last 200, bro, like I can beat anyone. It's that same thing that like I don't know. A weird example, but as a UFC fan, it's like everyone thinks that in a street fight, when I see red, everything's gonna go. I think it's just a natural thing people seem to have.
But on the back straight, when I see red, I'm going. I'm not going to feel the lactic or the pain or anything.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
You know what? That description was perfect. That actually reminded me of running cross country when I was a kid. Just like, yeah, man, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it on the end, no matter how fast I run at the start, and then no kick.
2,000 meters, 5:40. So yeah, and that's Kai Robinson at the front. Our man
I told you,
trying to
man.
press the lead a little bit here.
Australia.
Such a fake. It pisses me off how fake you are about using
Nah,
them.
dude, we're basically the same country. We're connected by ocean.
Nico Young sitting there. Now, to what extent? Yeah, see, look, 60-second lap. They've hotted up the pace a decent amount there. 2 laps remaining. This is where it's going to start. People are going to start jostling for position a bit now, getting ready for that final lap. Kai Robinson striking out. Is he going to be able to hold it? He's looking comfortable. Yeah, Quemoy fading into the back. I don't know why he was leading. I suppose he was maybe trying to lead from the front and keep it slow, but
Yeah, no, that would be his
fading
best
to the
bet if
back,
he's just out of
back,
fitness.
You think he can get up the legs? Yeah, it'll definitely get sub 8, 100%, because the last few laps will be really quick as well. Nico Young looks like he's struggling though. We're getting into the final lap.
I'm meaning the
I have to
pole
be honest,
here.
Young has a heroic face whenever he's struggling. It's like, if you see him in the Olympics, he's grimacing so much. We're
Yeah.
going into the last lap now. Andrew Corcoran moving up. We know his kick's good. Quemoy seems to have got himself back in the mix, but he's having to run quite wide. Oh, Quemoy gets a bit elbowed out there. That's going to kill his momentum. They're all queuing up now behind Corcoran, Kai Robinson.
Look at this though. It's the new gen all at the front here. You got Young, you got Blanks in fourth. Robinson's leading. Oh, Young's falling back though.
Yeah.
He's going to get
Is he
ate
gonna
up
be
by
able
the
to keep
crowd.
it? Going to 200, yeah. Young is boxed in right now. He is in a terrible position, especially if he gets moved up on by Blanks there. Seems that Blanks is fading back, so Young's going to need to swing on the outside. You can see he's really grimacing there. But is he making his move? Is Young going to do it? Kai Robinson's not responding at all. Nico Young is
Oh
kicking.
my goodness.
This is dominant by Nico Young. No competition. Nico Young takes it. Fair play.
Damn, and Kai Robinson
play to him.
outpicking third. So Gilman in second. Sam Gilman. Okay. It's
Sam Gilman. Kai Robinson third place, very close there.
Look at the ages of who took this out, and then Nico Young is 22, Gilman is 24, and Kai Robinson is 23. It's the new age. They're not afraid to run a little bit faster.
What was the final time again?
That was low
Yeah,
eights.
8:01. It wasn't even sub 8 in the end. Oh, yeah. I don't know about faster.
Hey, little bit.
The spirit of Pride Month is looking strong.
You know, I got to be honest. I think if I'm going to choose anyone to outkick, you know, between an older guy and a young guy, it's definitely going to be the younger guy to throw down a good kick.
As a general principle, yeah. People are pointing out that Young, I think he had a 3:52 mile, which I wasn't aware of off the top of my head. So, yeah.
There you go.
Showing my
Man,
lack of knowledge. I'm a fraud.
I'm sorry, I butchered our pick, bro. I chose the distance pick, and look, we're 7-4 down now.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault.
Also, congrats to Nico Young walking away with 50k. Whoa.
But you see what we were talking about yesterday about when you were saying, well, Teji looked really comfortable in the last 200. And I don't dispute that at all, by the way. Like, I'm sure she was. But I think Nico Young is an excellent example of someone who he looks like he's absolutely dying, but I don't think. But, you know, he obviously had an extra gear that he was able to switch on for that final 200.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, you get the point. If you see him in the Olympic final for the 10K, because that was a super fast race, like he is absolutely dying out there for the last couple of laps because I think it was an Olympic record 26:33, and the Ethiopians led it out for a majority of the race.
Yeah, I mean,
350 miler even, yeah.
100%. I know what you're saying because I think it depends on knowing the athlete. Because yeah, as you said, you know, I've seen Nico Young run before, and yeah, he always looks like he's in pain. But
even in his profile photo there, he looks like he's suffering.
Yeah, but yeah, I think it's just about knowing the athlete. And yesterday when I called it, it's I think it was just knowing the athlete. Like I think I mentioned with Paulino and NASA when they were running. NASA doesn't necessarily look like she's straining on the end when she's running a really good race. And yesterday she was looking really tough in the final 100. But I probably did preemptively call it with the distance yesterday.
Anyway, I wonder if Nagusa's going to win the 1500 now. I feel like it's just in the air a little bit. He came third as well in the 800, so he's in a good position right now. Yeah, please. That's another thing. Is it Yared or Yared? I remember he clarified that. Someone Dark Link saying, Yared, please clap some cheeks in the 15.
When is the men's 15? That's in 2 races. So we still got the... next up is the women's long sprints, the 200 meters.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. We got back-to-back 200s. First in the men's long sprints and second in the women's... Right. No, women's long sprints first.
Women's first. Is so Nace is obviously down here running, but she got the DNF yesterday. So now she's just running for pride. She's running to.
She got disqualified.
She's running to put the knife back in Paulino's back.
Yeah, imagine how raging she would be if she ended up winning this one. She would have won the entire meet if it weren't for that DQ.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's true. And, man, in saying that, who do we pick here? Well, we actually don't get the pick. Obviously,
we don't get the first pick.
No, so we'll put in Nasa and Paulino, who looked absolutely hot yesterday. But I think working out who else to put on that. So Price ran well yesterday, and Whitaker ran well yesterday. They ran well in Miami too in the 200s. Okay, I think that kind of. So,
we're looking purely at personal best as well. I don't know how to pronounce the surname, but Jessica Gabay, is it? Gbai. She's got 22:36 200 meter PB, which is one of the fastest apart from Paulino and.
Yeah, 2024. How did she do yesterday? She didn't run yesterday on the 400.
Is she not?
No.
Is there no?
I think a couple people have pulled out. But you know, looking at the past slams, Price has ran. She came fourth in the 200 in Miami. Yeah, and then she ran well yesterday as well, coming second in the 400. Whitaker came third in the 200 in Miami, obviously behind Paulino Nasser. So, I think that kind of sells it. I'll put up here. We'll let chat have their pick. There's another Nielsen twin. I haven't put her in this time either, so we'll see if we have to eat our words again and UK proves the best country in the world.
UK is always the best country in the world.
Whitaker could finish third overall again. Yeah, walk away with some good money too. Straight out the NCAAs, earning big dollars.
I just got a random call on WhatsApp. I have no idea who it is. Pick up live on stream.
Like 4 seasons, okay, Selwa. The goal is to stay in your lane.
This is your lane. Don't go here. These white lines are where you're supposed to stay in between.
It's track, bro. It's
No,
like
not those white lines.
it is like the possibly the least coordinated sport of all time. You know, you just need to run in a line, and you know sometimes that's hard. All right, so they got the Paulino pick.
The UK was the best. They wouldn't have lost the Revolutionary War. Disgusting. We win every war we've been involved in.
All right, we got 88 votes. We got 65% on Paulino. Who do you think? Like, you know, looking at this field, you saw them run yesterday. I mean, I think a person comes to mind.
Tell me, who are you thinking right now?
Well, it's only really Nasser, isn't there? Even if you look at results of past slams, she's at least beating the other one by 0.2. She came second in Kingston to Thomas.
I hope she's pissed off. I hope she's angry and she's looking to restore her honor.
Actually, looking at the 200s, I don't think Nasser's actually beat Paulino in a 200. So I think we might be a little bit scuffed here. Price could be really
8-4
really
would be a bit
fast.
diabolical.
Okay, hear me out. What lane is Price in? Price is in lane 8. I'm picking Price.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to pick Price. I don't know if Nasser has the nuts to actually beat Paulino. She just can't seem to get it done. She's never beat her in a 200. She's beaten her once in a 400 out of 11 races.
Right. Okay. Do you reckon, that matchup just doesn't work for her? You're looking for a little bit of an upset here.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to go Price because Price has run insane times in both. Oh, she's run 48.5 in the 400, so she's got the hardware, but she doesn't run a lot of 200 outdoors, I believe. She's run a 22.6 indoors, which again should translate to something fantastic outdoor, but it hasn't quite worked out. All right, we got to end the poll here. I'm going to turn up the volume. So, in the lanes, we've got Alexis Holmes in 5. We've got Marilady Paulino in 6. Nasser in 7. And Price in 8. So, our lanes are just really the end, you know. Paulino in 6. Price in 8.
Big ask.
On Price.
Starts Marksman just checking Alexis Holmes in 5.
Also, should mention Nielsen in 1. So, one, just in case.
They get started.
Off the mark. Nasser's been
Paulino making up strong ground.
absolutely
already.
cooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
To my credit, Paulino and Price.
Yeah. You know.
Goodbyes here, Price. Oh, Nasser's coming back a little bit.
Price
Yeah.
isn't impressing. Yeah.
Nah, it's a
Easy
blanket
dub.
finish besides Paulino.
22.7.
Damn, man. Damn, we're getting cooked.
Yeah, 8-4. So we have to win the next every single race, I believe, the rest of this event to tie.
Oh. Paulino cooked, bro. Paulino cooked. Whitaker in second. Goodbye didn't run the 400 yesterday.
4 seconds ahead.
What's that?
0.4 seconds ahead, Paulino was.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Called Whitaker for third overall. That's Paulino walking away with a double win. Man, there was the interviews and like people saying like after she lost in Kingston, she said it's never happening again, and literally she's walked into the last slams and yeah, I mean she hasn't lost since. That's 4 wins in a row now, just clean sweeping.
Mm. All right. Got the men's long sprints next for the 200 meters, and then the big one, 1500. So
The big
we've got to
one.
win this next one, by the way. Otherwise, we're out. Otherwise, we've
Yeah.
lost.
To be fair, they had the Paulino pick. Paulino's just built different. Yeah,
We did.
man.
So we get the next pick.
Does anyone remember a couple months ago NASA ran what 48, a high 48 and then a low 48, and people were hyping up the world record. I mean, I think it is just a thing of peaking a little bit too early. I mean, maybe she's shutting her season down a little bit to like come back a little later, but it's interesting thought.
Maybe
Interesting
right.
thought.
What was her indoor season looking like? Did she run indoors?
No, she literally just came out hot for outdoors.
Huh.
Paulino's hungry every time. You
Right,
can't beat
so
someone with
with the
that
men's
drive.
200 meter.
That's very true. Paulino was very hungry. Again, she lost and then just like that was it. She wanted to kill it the rest of this. All right, yeah. Well, we'll start talking the men's 200 early so we can get a poll up in time for once. Okay.
Yeah. So what are we thinking in terms of time? So we've got bowling, white man world record. Hudson Smith there, but he did pretty badly in Miami.
Yeah, Hudson's not a 200 guy. He took out the 400 yesterday pretty convincingly.
Yeah.
It didn't. Yeah, I mean, I know this field a little bit. You can differentiate between the 200 guys here. So you got Ogando with 1986, Dream Richards with a 1980 PB. I thought his PB was 19.8 0.85 to be honest, but yeah, Dream actually beat Ogando when Ogando ran that 1986 in Miami. And then you've got Bowling with a 1992, who hasn't shown that good 200 meter speed for a little while, and he's switched to the 400. And there's also Gardner, but he's a little bit out of sorts these days. So it's kind of I mean,
I'm just gonna.
yeah. What's up?
I'm very quickly. I'm gonna head to the toilet because I've been holding it in, and I want to
Oh
be on
my
1500.
goodness! All right, okay. This is 200. I'm all good.
Disgusting.
God, this guy
I'll
can't
be back.
hold his bladder for bloody 10 minutes. Matthew Hudson Smith was a 200 guy before switching. He may be a 200 guy in the UK, but his PB is 20.34. I don't know. He's come to all the slams and he hasn't run anything fantastic in the 200. He hasn't. In Kingston, he ran a 20.77. Massive headwind, to be fair. And then in Miami, he came second to last with a 20.64. He just hasn't shown great 200 speed. So, I mean, talking 200 guys, there's Ogando, there's Dream. So since Adam isn't here. Ooh, Dream won last time, but he got kind of cooked yesterday. He got third. I think I'm gonna go nuts out. I'm gonna pick Ogando. So me and Adam, we're picking Ogando for the 200. Name some names in the chat, and I'll consider some people for you, because it looks like some people want Matthew Hudson Smith, even though, again, in my opinion, I wouldn't pick him for a 200 myself. All right, I've seen a bowling fanboy. I've been in bowling. I've got Richards in there. For you guys. You guys don't need to worry about that. I think that will probably be the vote. You guys just want Bowling and Richards. Yeah, but you guys don't get Ogando. I'll put, okay. I'm not seeing Samu Conga, but he's got a good PB. And I'll put in Hudson Smith because he won yesterday, so he's shown some form. Welcome back. All right. Looking at the chat, it was all Bowling and Richards. You fully back at him? You seated?
I'm seated. I've been seated for seconds, mate.
For seconds. Okay, I'll put the stream back on for you. There you go.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we've picked.
So who are we going for with our pick?
We've picked Ogando. So he's got the second fastest
Ooh,
PB.
interesting.
Yeah, I wonder. He's a real 200 guy. Jareem Richards switches up between the two, but Ogando's a full 200 guy. He showed up at a lot of the world champs. He's won medals at the world champs in the 200. He's a really quick guy. But
Interesting. Okay.
Richards only beat him last time by, the thousandth of a second, not even the 100th. So, and Richards looked a little cooked in the 400 yesterday. We didn't see fast times. To be fair, it is the weird track. So I've kind of given them. I've kind of given them Richards. This is a bit of a make or break pick for us, but
It really is. But the one advantage we have is that assuming that we're able to do an LA slam, that means we'll be 1-on-1 with the viewers.
ooh, that's
So
true.
then we
That's
can do a
true.
final.
Yeah.
Okay.
User J, he didn't win any medals. What are you on? Was he close to medals? Am I remembering poorly? Let me think. Sorry,
You
yeah, he was.
butchered everything.
He was.
No.
He was fifth in 2022, and he was fifth last year at 2024. Sorry, I just remember seeing him in the race. You're right. He wouldn't win medals because we got so many scuffed 200-meter runners these days with Benerick, Tabogo, Lyles, in Knighton. Who can you take a medal off? That's a tough field. That was my bad for that though. Jared, I can't confirm if Gardner's in this race because we can't really see from here, but I wouldn't be picking him.
Let me check the website for you just now. Is Gardner in this race? He is indeed. I'm not seeing any did not start.
Okay. Yeah, Jareem Richards has some medals, but they're scattered between the 400 and the... He won bronze at the 2017 World Championships in the 200, or the 2011, and he's got a World Indoor medal in the 400. He came fourth last year in the 400 at the Olympics, as well. Gardner is a sub 20 guy. He's got a PB of 19.75 from 2018, but again, he's been out of form for a while. All right, turn up the volume here. Okay, looking at lanes. So your pick, Jareem Richards. Jareem Richards is in 6, so keep your eye on that. And we've got Ogando in 4. And we got Samu Konga in lane 5 in between. And I'm sure you can tell who bowling is in this field.
How could you tell?
Well, here's Oganda eating ground. Richards and Oganda really making themselves the leading runners here. It's a battle between them. Just like Miami. Oh, I can feel the praise. He's not going to lose it here. It's Oganda over Richards. Yeah, there we go.
You've come in clutch for us.
Come in clutch. The Oganda win.
Yeah.
So wait, where did
20.13 as well.
Where did
Strong
Ogando
finish by
finish yesterday? Where did Ogando finish yesterday?
Oganda finished 6th. He came quite badly. Jareem Richards came 3rd.
Okay, so I think Richards has won the slam then.
Yes, I think there's quite a lot of maths that we have to do to figure out who's won. Yeah, I think it's quite tight. Because Hudson Smith came first, but he got that 12-point bonus, of course.
All right, so we get the 5th point, 5-8. We're still in it. We've got to win every matchup from here.
It's the 1500 next. It's the 1500 next. That one's so unpredictable as well.
Someone mentioned the angles of the races. I don't mind the angles too much. It's better than what we got when we had CCTV footage. I don't think the angles are particularly bad. Bowling in 7th proves God exists. Oh my goodness. That is some for real hating. Richards 3rd yesterday, 2nd today. So yeah, that should be Richards for the win with Ogando in 2nd. So yeah, I 100% call that. I mainly think Ogando being a 200 specialist, he's really leaning in towards getting better along the season. I think Richards spreading his expertise between two events can bite you in the back in races like this, I think. Hudson
All right.
Smith won the
So
slam.
the next event, it's the big one. With 15, 16 points also. Very close.
Yeah, Hudson Smith shouldn't have won. Richards low-key OP for this format. Yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, spreading your expertise may be not so good when it comes to winning an individual medal at the World Championships, but for making the most money in Grand Slam track, he really is, he really is a killer. Wait, so oh, no joke. Matthew Hudson Smith ended up winning the whole thing. I didn't even see where he came in that 200. And then Ogando in second and Richards in third. Okay.
He came sixth, but because of the 12-point bonus, he gets 4 points ahead of everyone else because of winning the first one.
Oh, okay. Man, that's a tight cohort of athletes. Could not tell. All right, Adam. You're here. You're not lagging. Hopefully.
Hey, man. I am lagging a little bit, I'll be honest.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll try Discord stream.
You're watching it, yeah? You've got it up.
I haven't a view already put up for us.
Yeah, I've got.
Indeed. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got it up.
All right. Yeah, it seems to be all right. So, men's 1500 meter. The chat gets the pick, don't they?
Oh,
pick.
yes. Chat gets first pick for the men's 1500.
So I believe they're going to pick Nagoose. Just looking at the chat, Nagoose is getting a lot of praise, and I mean, he looked really strong, especially in the 800. So we have to put Nagoose in there.
Yep.
I think you can. Who do people want? There's so many names, to be honest. Actually, let me take a look.
To be fair, I think you got to put in the 1500 guys because the field's pretty split between 800. Well, I guess Kessler is a bit of a both.
I think
guy.
so. Kessler, yeah, you've got to put Kessler in. I mean, he's more specialized at 1500 meter. So Kessler. I mean, people like Arop, and I want Arop to do well. I would be surprised if he won. Right. People asking for Arop.
No, we can't. Seriously, Arop, you're going to put Arop in over Hocker in a 1500 race.
No, but there's still a fourth. There's still a fourth name. So okay.
No, because there's
Hocker,
Nagoose. What about Kerr? Kerr's at 50. Like, you're going to ignore Kerr?
Are people going to hate on Kerr because they don't like him? And yeah, I agree with Jeff. Hocker is a heavy peaker. He was not looking strong. I think he came sixth behind Giles and Chappell in the 800.
Listen, I'm putting in these picks. I'm not including Arop. Like, as much as, at the end of the day, Arop's an 800 guy. He'll probably, after you said, he'll probably win the whole slam. But
I think he'll do well, I think he might still upset.
Yeah, these bets are individual races. And even then, Nagoose is getting all the votes.
So, what I will say is that, I mean, in my official prediction video, which you can watch on the Adam Jansen 786 channel, by the way, I said Kerr as a very tentative pick because I think positionally he's a very strong athlete. He won the last Miami Slam, so his fitness seems to have rebounded. That said, there's something in the air about Nagoose, There's some aura about him. The other thing I would say, exactly, Adam Jansen, drop a subscribe.
Drop a subscribe. Adam does some great work. Love his videos. He edits better than me too.
Thank you very much. Yeah, he used basic effects in DaVinci Resolve and he's mesmerized. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about Arop. And one thing I did mention in my prediction is don't sleep on Arop, because one thing that I think we should consider is the schedule change here. Because you've got the 800 meters that was first, which means the 15 guys are going to be running on tired legs, making it even less likely a race is going to be fast.
Ooh.
And obviously that suits the 800 guys. On top of that, Arop he dropped a 4-second personal best in Miami, and that was whilst also gassing out quite hard. He said himself he just got a bit overexcited basically in the last 500. So whilst I'm not going to say Arop will win, I wouldn't be absolutely astounded if he does. And I think watch out for him because he is a real dark horse in this race.
So after yapping about A-Rop for the whole time and the race is about to start, who are we picking?
I'm such an Arab stan. I
I
feel like I've got to stick with Kerr because that was my original prediction. You know,
Okay, yep.
especially if Nagus is taken. You know, like for the continuity. But watch out for Arab. And yeah.
All right, no, I love the take. I mean, we've talked about it before. Kerr runs every race very, very well, no matter if he's actually got the legs for it or not. So we'll see some good positions from him. If he's got the fitness, I think he's a good pick. And I mean, he showed his fitness last time by winning. So
That's the thing. And he said he felt good as well at the end. Like, you see, he put on a real good spurt of speed. And like, as in, he said that he felt so good that he was scared that everyone else would be feeling this good. And obviously they weren't because Josh Carey's amazing.
okay, UK pride. You know, he's not Australian, but
Great Britain. The only thing sadder than owning a Cybertruck is renting one.
Wait, did he rent one?
Fair enough. Yeah, no, because to see the Cybertruck in his first vlog that everyone clowned him for, it turns out that was a rental, not a... Like, he just rented it for a couple of days.
Damn. Oh, shit, race is starting. Here we go. Chad has got Nagus. We've got Kerr. I'll turn this up a little bit for now and then turn it off for the final lap. A-Rop taking it out already.
No way is that Arab near the front. Who does Arab think he is? Who does he think he is? Arab is front running 326. You heard it here first, folks.
326.
So this is very interesting. I want to see what the first split is for the first 400. Because is Arab going to try and take this out fast? Is he Hocker running quite wide on the outside there? Is Hocker going to try and lead from the front now?
Hocker is
in Kingston, which is quite interesting.
He's been trying it a lot. He's been trying to front run. He even did it a little bit in indoors. You know, it was a smidgen. He only front ran a couple laps with Grant Fisher, but yeah, I think he's tactically trying a lot of new things.
Yeah, like this is going to be a fast first lap, I believe, unless 53, 54. What's the split coming up? Okay, no, it's not fast. I need to see the split times here.
I'll pick Kerr as right where you want him, boxed in the back.
Is that 56 first lap? Is that a 56 first lap? Am I reading that right? Because that's 3:30 pace.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see the splits. I don't catch the splits.
I think it was 56.5. If I'm not saying that incorrectly, 56.5. That's fast, you know, especially because we're not in the peak season right now. Arab might struggle here, to be fair, but they're doing what they need to if they're trying to keep the 800 guys out. The question is, can they keep this up? I don't know. Hocker's already. Am I right in saying he's looking a little bit uncomfortable?
Oh,
Josh Kerr there moving
yeah,
on the
Kerr's
outside,
made all the way up
well.
on the straight. No, he's done well again. He always moves well when he runs. It's incredible.
But let's see though, what's that second? So yeah, second was 58 there. So they have slowed down a little bit. Obviously,
Yeah.
I think Arab just took it out a little bit fast. Yeah, they're all bunching now.
Yeah, you can tell even visually. Just look. Yeah, the bunching. Just look at him slowing down a little bit. But they're starting to move again. There's some pressure. People moving on the outside, and Hocker doesn't want to give up the lead.
Yeah. Well, the question is he going to do what he did in Kingston and give up the lead with 500 to go and drop to the back? All right. Maybe get a different camera angle, please. There we go. Nagus there as well. Do you reckon Nagus might sit and kick on Hocker for the first time?
I mean,
are we also moving up?
Yeah, Nagus has been sitting well this whole race.
So many
Howie
different
taking the
things.
lead. Yeah, this is anyone's race really. Even
Howie's taking the
A-Rob's
lead with
hanging on
5
really
laps to
well.
go.
Here we go into the final lap.
They go through the final bell.
That was a 59-second lap.
Arab's there. So Arab is going to be 59 second, yeah. So it slowed a reasonable amount, which is quite interesting because it's normally the opposite where it kind of winds up as people get more and more antsy. Yeah, Giles slightly falling off the back there.
Arab's doing what he did last time. He's making a move,
straight.
yeah.
No. Yeah, but Arab made his move last time in the last 500, and he was already very tired by that point, and he was forced to run the bend. All right, Arab, this is the moment. This is the make or break. Hoey's trying to chase him with that form. Hoey's form here is going to be useful because he kind of elbows everyone out of the way. It's hard to really sit and kick on it like that.
Oh my God, you're so right.
A not insignificant lead.
Look at Kerr on the outside though.
Hoey really struggling.
Oh, those elbows.
Is Kerr going to take it? Kerr's driving, and Hocker. Is Hocker's kick going to come in at the moment?
No way,
His neck
Kerr
and
is
neck,
Hocker.
Arab's fading. Hocker's there. Come on, Kerr! Come on, Kerr!
Come on,
Come
Kerr! Let's go! Dude, no way! Yo!
British power! I told you! You didn't like him! You hated on him! Josh Kerr, he's the man! Kerr is a demon! Watch out for... I think Arup won the full thing, though. Where did Arup come? I wasn't
I
paying
think
attention to how much he
Arup
faded.
faded really hard at the end there, but I think only 4th or 5th. So you got Hocker, then Kessler in
What's
3rd.
Kessler coming 3rd there?
Oh yeah, Arup in
4th, he
4th.
won the whole thing! I'm pretty sure he won the whole thing! Oh, yes! I'm so validated! I'm so validated! I got the 800 right! I got the 1500 right! I got the slam winner right! Sorry, I need to calm down.
That is pure
Yeah.
hobbyist passion right there.
My goat! My goat! 6'4", tall, dark, and handsome. Marco Arup.
Wait, so Arup came 5th or 4th?
He came 4th in the 1500 and he won the 800. So he's
Oh, yeah,
on
no, he's
16
won.
points, I believe.
Yeah, no, he's won.
He's
Because
won.
Kerr finished 5th yesterday.
Arup the goat. Yeah, he didn't do super well. He was very close with Ocker there. As in, it was like a photo finish type of thing, but Kerr was just able to cinch it.
Yeah, man.
Ob's position
Kerr.
is so bad. No, I'm about to. The moment I get off the stream, I am doing a Marco Arup destroyed the field. How he embarrassed everyone. I'm getting that breakdown video ASAP.
Are you
I'm
serious?
so excited for that. Mate, I don't care. This is a dream come true. I finally got something right.
Dude, Kerr's
actually really
race
happy about
tactically
that.
was so fantastic, and to outkick Hocker too.
He was so
I mean,
patient.
yeah, and did you see in
Yeah,
the around that final bend too? Just like you said, Hoey. I mean, we also all see how Hoey runs with his elbows kicking everywhere. Kerr had to make
Yeah.
an extra wide move to get around the
Was he
swinging
running
elbows.
almost in like lane 2?
Oh, he was way out.
Yeah,
No, because
I'm telling
Hoey
you.
was like in lane 2. He might have been in lane 3 making that swing.
Content creators eating good within the next 24 hours by Runner Boy. Hey, man. I'm so happy for her, honestly.
No, that's mad. And Josh Kerr in 2nd too. Man, you can't fault. I was such a big Kerr hater the last few seasons. Ever since he won in 2023? Was it?
Yeah, World Champ.
Yeah, and then after that, he just never really put any fantastic performances out there. So I walking into Grand Slam, I was a bit of a hater, but I respect his race a lot and his drive too.
Yeah, honestly, like, you know, I feel kind of funny saying this because I made a relatively popular video for the channel, dogging on Kerr, basically. But like, I think I actually dislike him a lot less than most people. I don't know. I think he just leans into it a little bit. You know, he does. All publicity is good publicity, I think is his logic. So he likes to chat crap, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I think your criticism came from a good place as opposed from from a negative point of view. You're like trying to help him,
so.
giving money to the homeless, as they say.
Exactly. I was giving out free advice to Josh Kerr. He should be thanking me. I saved his channel. I'm the reason he won here today.
Yeah, it's
Because otherwise, his mental game, he would be broken.
yeah, it was like a snowball effect, right? You know, that one video sent him upwards back into stardom. Thank you, Adam.
Demario Sales saying Adam doesn't like him or he just dislikes him less. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far to say I enjoy the presence of Josh Kerr. I'm sure he's a lovely guy.
Oh, smokes. They're already getting set up for the 100. What is this turnaround, dude? All right, so
Hey, man.
Chat got first pick? Yeah, they did. All right, so we get first pick. Well, we're going Melissa Jefferson Wooden. No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Lovely.
She won the 200, and she's a 100 runner. She ran 10.75, win dated in Miami. Like, she's really coming into her own. And there was an interview talking about she spent a lot of the early season last year injured, and then she picked up a medal at the Olympics. So now she's coming into this year. She's completely like smoothing through things. Damn, she's going to be someone to really, really watch come World Champs and trials, because the US also has trials.
Yeah.
All right. Now, really hard to pick the 100 people that they want. Chat, we are not losing the slam. All right, so name some names in the chat for some people. So this is the women's short sprints, the 100 meters. So just to name some names.
Oh, no.
What's up?
Damari pointed out they get Kenny for the 100.
Ah. Ah.
I like it. You know what? An 8-7 loss, I'll take it. That's not too bad. It's better than 8-4. 9-7 loss.
You'd be 9-7 loss. Hey, listen, miracles have happened. I heard Kenny might pull a hamstring out there. All right, I've seen
I heard that. Yeah.
I've seen some Tamari Davis in the chat. Give us Asher Smith.
Oh, yeah, Prandini. You've got to pick Prandini.
Prandini's not
Give her as an option,
not
please.
really a hundred runner.
I mean, second in Kingston, right?
Plus, there's some NCAA runner. There's Celera Barnes. I mean, how did Barnes do last time? Let me take a look. All right, Thomas Davis, Asher Smith. Those are the names I saw. I did see someone mention Prandini. I mean, it seems like people are going to vote. Are going to vote Davis anyway, so I want a Prandini.
Quincy Hill. I don't think he's been injured because I've seen him in a couple Diamond League matchups.
Quincy
But
Hall.
They just parted ways right at the start. Quincy Hill. It was supposed to be him versus Hudson Smith. That was like the kind of headliner for the 400. But I think he parted ways as a racer.
Oh, that's interesting. I think he might have been dealing with injury and just didn't want to jeopardize his whole season. Quincy Hall. All right, so this is the women's short sprints. Obviously, a lot of votes coming out for Davis. It's a little split. People want to see Thomas and Asher Smith too. Realistically, Melissa Jefferson is doing what Kenny Beneric's doing on his end. You know, she absolutely dominated
What do you
the
mean?
200
So losing
yesterday.
then?
Oh, yeah, of course. Kenny's going to lose. No, but okay, so Melissa Jefferson's in lane 4. Big hype on her. Thomas is on her outside in lane 5. You got Tamari Davis on her inside at lane 3, which seems to be your guys' pick. And yeah, looking at the 200s, Davis, Asher Smith. Jaden Mays did actually ran well, who's in lane 8. But I'm pretty certain our eyes will be on the middle of the field here for this race. Yeah, all on the game. And Quincy Hall didn't want to double up after coming back from injury. And that's absolutely fair. It's unfortunate, but it's fair. Gabby about to rip someone's head off when she loses. That's kind of facts, man.
Yeah, did you see her face after the 200?
Yes. Gabby...
She was raging. I mean, that is her event in fairness.
Yeah, but she's also a fierce competitor. When they were interviewing her in the Netflix... Netflix series Sprint. It was all about how she's a killer on the track and she hates losing and vicious competitor underneath the I think the soft-spoken tone of her on Twitter and in interviews.
That's normally because she's winning.
Yo, true.
Yeah.
Can't be mad when you're winning. All right. Just for reference.
What are the lanes?
All right, I'm ending the poll. In the poll. Right. Davis, lane 3. Jefferson, lane 4. Gabby Thomas, lane 5. Dina Asher Smith, lane 6.
And they get started.
Yeah, and there's Jefferson just whipping the track. Unbelievable. Look at this gap grow. It doesn't stop.
Not even a competition.
10.74 legal this time.
74.
Dude,
It's not even like a
wow.
gale force wind as well.
No, that's tiny. That's legal 1.4. That's nothing.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. Damn.
Wow.
Jefferson wouldn't look out for her.
You can't even hate on chat for picking Davis in second.
Yeah. Who apparently got 11.03 and 11.14 at the same time. That is very impressive.
Thomas didn't run too bad. Man,
Becoming 4th there.
how does it stand historically? 11.74. That's top 15 all time. It's equal 11th all time.
Oh, wow.
Dude, she is putting together a season. I mean, she wasn't lying, dude, when she said she's uninjured and coming into this, just like transitioning off the Olympics. That is crazy work.
Mm.
Yeah, people saying it's a slow. Yeah, it's a slow track when you run the bends. I don't think it's a slow track when you're just running the straights, especially when Christian Miller's been here and run multiple sub tens. Yeah, it ain't a slow track anymore.
Franklin Field's the fastest track in the world now.
Someone said equal 10th, not 11. Is 10... Did she actually run at 10:73? Was it cut down or something?
Let me double check the live results for you.
All right. Regardless, man, everyone in the women's sprints is going to have trouble with this. I mean, Julian Alfred's been looking in hot form, but her PR is 10:72. I do think Alfred's going to be insane this year. We haven't seen her run 100 yet. Richardson has looked out of sorts, but like even in her best, fending off a
Yeah, 10:73 was rounded down.
Oh yeah, 10:73, 10th all time.
10:73.
My goodness. Yeah, I think it was definitely. We were definitely thinking we were going to see a fast time based off her 200 yesterday, like 21.9 on this kind of munted curve. But yeah, you can think it all you want, you can predict it all you want, but when you see it, it's a different story.
Yeah. So Gabby Thomas actually came third. There was an issue, I think, with the graphics there.
Okay.
Davis and Davies next to each other. Davies actually came fifth.
There you go. Jefferson walking away with another 100 grand. She is absolutely killing it. Times and money. It's all flowing.
All right, and then we have the final event of the evening. The men's 100 meter. Right. Kenny, can you pull a hamstring or something? Like, come on. Just do it for us. Think of the people at home.
All right. So the score is, what is it? It's 8-7 right now. And they got final pick. Oh, man. We're really going to...
Right, so let's just put up whatever, a poll with Kenny and whoever else, we don't need to think about it very much.
Oh,
but
man.
Just put Hughes, Kenny, I don't know, Coleman or something.
Coleman.
It doesn't matter. We know who everyone's picking.
I want to put DeGrasse on there, but I don't know that. He's been out of sorts for a while. He did all right in the 200. Yeah, DeGrasse. Oh, Aaron Brown ran well yesterday, but to be fair, everyone ran really poorly. All right, there's the poll. Ben Erickson. Man, it's like we just saw like the highest of highs, and now a wave of depression has just crashed over me, knowing that we're basically served a certain defeat at the hands of chat.
It's inevitable. No, we're not, John. Man. You gotta have some optimism here. DeGrasse is going to pull out his one performance of the year where he just runs a 9.6. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know. We didn't even put him on the poll, and I don't even think I want to pick him in particular. Oh, man.
I mean, okay, obviously, Kenny. So you got 16% still going for Coleman. Who are you thinking? Because obviously, on paper is the fastest per best, but he just hasn't been in form.
Those three other picks are literally who I would consider. Hughes, Hughes ran fantastic on the straight on that bouncy track. I think that was a bit of a fake time. Miller has beaten Coleman in their last two matchups, I think.
Miller didn't look good in the 200, I believe. If I've got the results up just here.
He looked horrible.
Yeah, Miller came dead last in the 200.
See, but the thing is, Miller is
he got season's best.
Miller is a terrible 200 runner. His PB is 20.57, I think, compared to everyone else's who's run fantastic. Coleman looked really hot in the 200 off the gun.
Well, maybe he's, do you reckon he's going to find his form?
No, but that's all we can hope on.
People are saying Miller is
Miller DNS.
Oh yeah, Miller is actually a DNS. That's a good point.
Okay, well there you go. 6% of people voting for the DNS. Right. I think more people need to vote for Miller, personally.
I agree. You know what? Oh man, I feel like with 6.1 first 60 meters from him, I think he's going to take it.
I think this is the most voted for poll, and it's just people bashing, like clicking that Benerick button, like fuck, can't lose, Benerick. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna say it now, since they're not lined up. But my preemptive pick is Coleman, in case I can't think of a way to save myself. Just because he looked good in the 200 off the gun yesterday. Of course, he faded a little end, but he's always going to fade. That's how he runs every race.
Mm.
And I'm
I
just...
reckon Kenny 9.56 plus 2.1 wind.
Yeah, I mean, after Jefferson's time, I do think a wicked time could be in for Kenny. Because what did he run yesterday? He ran sub 20, yeah? Yeah.
It wasn't a fantastic time from what I remember.
No, but I think he crushed everyone. And again, like, in theory, you can say Jefferson didn't run a fantastic time either. That's not a historically great 200 time. And then she just ran, 10.73. So maybe it's the curve really just like taken away from the time, and Benerick's going to go absolutely berserk on this 100 straight.
Well, why aren't you saying that isn't Benerick mainly a 200 runner and Jefferson's mainly a 100 runner? Plus, as Mark established for us earlier in the stream, the curve is actually a bit flatter, which suits a 200, doesn't it?
Yeah, but there's less straight still. Maybe you're right. You know what? Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'm still off the...
Hey, man. Maybe I do...
No. Actually, that's only for the distance races, because they still have to run from lane 1 to 8 in this, so the curve's really tight no matter what. It was only for the distance races because they're running in lane 3.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, so the curve's still scuffed. I don't know. Anyway, we've got Coleman, and you guys have got Benerick. 237 votes.
Benerick's getting injured. Feel it. It's going to happen.
I think the only thing that would make me feel good now is if Zarnell Hughes stepped up right the second and won.
Are we going with Coleman as our pick? Because I think, realistically, Hughes is probably the best bet because he has looked good in the 200 and he's, bronze.
Yeah. Someone just mentioned Billy Bob. Kenny is the last undefeated athlete in Grand Slam. So that's an interesting take.
Oh, wow. So we stuck with Coleman then?
Yeah, we're stuck with Coleman.
All right. If Hughes wins this, I'm going to be slightly annoyed.
So Coleman's on his outside with the hot start. Come on, Coleman! Hold on, Coleman!
Yeah.
Oh, Benerick's flying. Benerick's absolutely flying.
Yeah, Benerick's chilling.
Ooh.
Doesn't care. Easy. 9.87. Wow.
Yeah, another flying time.
I believe that's the fastest time.
Yeah, that's
not even a super strong wind either.
That's the... No, that's not the fastest. No, it's not. An NCAA athlete ran 9.86, I think.
Yeah, and so did Kenny. Look.
Ah, there you go. Equal world lead, I believe.
Okay, so he's tied the world lead then.
Yep. Wow.
What was the win for the NCAA performance? Do you know?
It was legal. It was probably like a +1 or something, but...
because this was like quite low wind. I think it was 0.7, 0.8.
Yeah.
0.8.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy how this track... Like, we've got all these theories about the curve and stuff, but really everyone ran pretty bad around the bends. But these flat times were crazy, or the straight times were insane. 986, 1073. Yeah, Benerick's incredible.
Show the statistic with Kenny getting 20 meters a second.
Also, that's a PB for Kenny. He ran 987 in the Olympics. He just ran 986.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is a very good point. It is.
Coleman's start is back, but still can't hold it near the end. That was a good start for him. I do want to see the times. What did everyone else run? I was too obsessed with Benerick just kind of destroying everyone no matter what.
Hughes was 10.05. There seems to be, because I hate the website's a bit unclear. So Benerick ran 986. Zarnell Hughes 10.05. Brian Level 10.02. He came second.
Oh, wow.
With the way they ordered stuff. Coleman came fourth.
Let's go Jamaica that deep, They've just got random Lavelle out here Coming second. Age 21
Also
too.
the season's best. All right. Demario Sales saying, interesting how Kenny and Melissa train together. Are they peaking too early, maybe?
Ooh, that would be
Interesting
interesting.
thought.
I don't think so, because don't
I mean,
they
they're not running.
they train with Dennis Mitchell? That's with Shikari and Coleman as well, isn't it? So if that's the case, I mean, Coleman and Shikari certainly aren't peaking early, and they'd be doing similar training. I think it's just about kind of who's coming hot off the Olympics. Peaking too early is a myth. James Taylor, I will tell you right now, peaking too early is not a myth. As a man who frequently likes to peak too early. What's wrong with the track? The track has
Right.
it's short, so it has tight curves. And but peaking for 300k is not a bad trade-off. That's true. That's true. But all the endorsement comes from the world champs and the Olympics. So
Yeah, you've got to think about the long-term investment here.
it's
And,
kind of
if I
true.
think, to be fair, I don't know what Kenny's money is like, but I don't know, how much would 300k mean to Kenny as an athlete? Surely a
Um,
reasonable amount, to be fair.
I mean, it's money you definitely don't want to say no to. But I have heard like these top sprinters are earning like multi-million-dollar contracts. Like, the top guys
This
are,
is
are
what I
getting
mean.
paid.
Like, obviously, it's not. Yeah, this is what I mean. But yeah, that was Grand Slam track Philly then.
Yeah, that's the end of it. I mean,
I
nine.
would say
Oh,
production-wise,
yeah,
yeah. Like, I think production-wise, they've cut down the wait times, which is a big thing. I think they need to work on the camera angles a little bit with the weird drone shots and stuff. But they are progressing, which I think is a good sign at least, and ultimately want them to do well.
yeah, yeah. No, this was ran really smoothly. This was really
I think we left
nice.
on a good as well.
The 2 days was perfect. The wait times in between perfect. I mean, that 100 turnover was so quick after the men ran the distance. But again, we can't even really talk too much in depth about the production quality because we're getting the creator stream. This is very different to what you're getting for if you paid. If you
True.
paid, you get the slow-mo, you get professional commentators, you probably get better shots. But even then, like, I cannot complain at all about the shots we saw. Like, it was beautiful. We saw every race. We didn't see much in between, but like the races were shot well. We saw who was running, we saw times, we saw splits. Nah. That was really awesome. Grand Slams
Yeah.
on the right track. I'm really, really enjoying watching this. It's definitely one of my favorite meets to
Let's
watch.
see what you did there.
Yeah, I don't see what I did there. I'm too stupid.
Grand Slams on the right track.
Oh, hey, whoa, damn.
Wait.
I was being nonchalant. Right? That works?
Oh, and you don't even know.
No, all right. I mean, before we wrap up, do you want to talk about any of your... I don't know. Well, let's name two of our favorite performances. Adam, I'll let you go first.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna the both the men's short distance races. It's a given, so I'm gonna try and think of something a little bit less boring to talk about because, of course, I'm very happy that Kerr won. I think he was tactically genius, and Arop doing reasonably well in the 1500 and dominating the 800 with a really solid time. Is there anything else that is particularly standing out to me? Maybe I'm biased, but the Jefferson Wooden one was good. Paulina looked really strong. Getich as well.
Oh,
Honestly, I think this is just consistent performances. Yeah, well, Teji as well. I'm just listing all the distance stuff at this point, but I think we're sleeping on Teji a bit. She got the double, and she looked super comfortable in the 1500 meter, and it was a reasonably fast time as well. And she won the 800 as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the 800 win. I mean, we didn't even... Did we even put her in the vote? Well, we didn't pick her, and neither did chat. So, yeah, no, we slept on her, and she's really doing some good work.
Definitely.
All right, well, if I had to pick my...
Who is your stand-up performance, would you say?
Yeah, my two. So I mean, recency bias, considering it was only like 2 races ago, but Jefferson with the double. I mean, it was just like we saw her destroy Gabby Thomas in the 200, and like, you know, obviously the hype says it plants that seed in your mind of like she's really gonna kill it in the 100, but you know, you don't know until it happens. And then she followed through with that 10.73 we saw a top 10 performance all time. You know, it's a cloudy day as well. It's not particularly perfect conditions. I mean, she had a good wind behind her back, but no, that was awesome. You know, you don't get to see that often.
Not even super strong either.
No, you're right. Yeah, you're right. And then I really enjoyed you losing your crap at the 1500, at the men's 1500. That was really good.
Yeah, that. What can I say? I'm a true fan. Oh, no exaggeration. I was just putting it on for the cameras. I actually hate the 15. It's all a game to me.
But yeah, I mean, I think those two races were my major highlights. But also, I really like watching the hurdlers run the flat because it gives the shorter hurdlers a chance, and that's my thoughts, I guess.
Short kings at 6'1".
Bro, it's tough, man. It's so rough for hurdlers. It's such a mean event. You know, you got to be basically born 6'2", or you're going to struggle at the event.
Hey, man. I think as well, it paid off very well for Grand Slam to finish with the women's 100, with the men's 1500, women's 100, men's 100, like arguably the 3 premier events.
That's true. No, it finished really strong. Anyone tuning in late or whatever, no, that was really cool. The finish was super strong.
Yeah. I was keeping on the stream numbers as well, and people were like, we were at our peak around the 1500 just before that. So, yeah, I think they picked those last 3 very well.
Yeah. All right. Well, you ready to call it a day? That's the end of Grand Slam. We'll look forward to next month's, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, assuming LA happens, which I don't see why I wouldn't. I'm looking forward to it. They should pull out all the stops for the final one of the year.
Yeah, no.
Top in the 3K. Surely it's going to happen. He's going to recover.
Well, did you watch his last video? Do you think he's actually coming back? What's happening with him? There is no next race. Grand Slam's done by the way.
He's cross training hard, but I don't think, as in things are promising, but he's not going to be back in a month. I don't see why he'd do that. When's Oslo?
Yeah, okay.
And like, you know, you've got to play things conservative, and you know, it's a long season, etc., etc. Oslo is June 12th, so that's in 2 weeks. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe we'll see him jump in a random 3K for Grand Slam, because I hope so.
Yeah, actually, and to be fair, there's only one race, so he could definitely come out and do it.
Maybe.
What time is the discus wins the high jump?
The realistic man. So the men's pole vault's next.
All right, and since the field events are coming on, that's where we wrap it up. No one cares about the field events. Everyone knows that. We'll see you all at LA. I'm fairly certain. I'm 99% certain. Me and Adam will be back here again unless one of us dies. We'll be streaming LA and having fun with it and betting with you guys because it's now 1-1. We won 8-6. You guys won 9-7. We've all got to come back to battle it out. And thank you all for tuning in. Also,
Perfect.
you know, I really love the active chat. And which one is it? It's this one. And subscribe to Adam. There you go. We will be streaming LA. 99% certain.
Thank you. I hope so. Yeah. There's no reason why we shouldn't. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see the true predictions that are definitely going to happen for the men's short distance. Flawless record.
All right. Well, see you all next time and finishing the stream. Goodbye.